Hello my friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to play with some fancy makeup. I have the Dior Denim Palette. I have the Dior Backstage Contour Palette. I have a Tower 28 blush. And I have a Gucci mascara. But before we start, my name is Leanna. I forgot about the lipstick. I have an Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in the shade Dread. And now let's get into it. I have already put on a powdered foundation. I used my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in the shade 260. I have on my bronzer. I do have on just a little bit of powdered blush, but that's okay. We're going to try this Tower over top of that. I have primed my eyes with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So let's bring you a little closer. Well, hello. I always like to set my eye base. I'm going to use this La Splash eyeshadow palette. As you can see, I have almost wiped out this selenite. It is a very light, kind of a shimmery color, and it helps me just to put my shadows on easier, because sometimes the error is human and not the product. So I'm just going to take this and set my eyeshadow base quickly. And to do that, I just use this Farrah eye contour brush. I'm really liking these Farrah brushes. I got them in my IPSY bag. Look at how pretty those colors are. They are just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous because I'm used to using a palette that has a little bit more neutral shades in it that you can use for your transition and other things. So I don't know how this all blue look is going to go. The palette has a little shadow saver in it, and it also comes with these two little brushes. This is a little brush, and this is the sponge. And I'm not going to use either one of those. With the cost of this palette, it kind of surprises me that they would put those in there, but that's all fine and well. There are no shade names. The palette has a 6-month shelf life, and the inside of the box does kind of give you a little diagram suggestion of how to apply some of the shadows to create a look. So we'll start with the color in the center, which is a little hard to see. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it. And then here's the first blue and the second. Oh, look how pretty that is. And the darkest blue in the palette. And I've run out of room, so I'll have to come back down here. Oh, that's really pretty too. Oddly enough, that might be my favorite color in the palette. So taking my Luxie, I'm going to go into this really light shade, which I know seems kind of odd, but I'm going to use that as my transition shade, and it does not bother me if it has a shimmer to it. That shade is the same color as my skin. You can hardly see it. And so do I want to use every color in the palette? Why not, hey? So I'm going to go now into this light blue here. Same brush. And I'll go back in to my crease. And that blends out really nice. And I'm going to go into this darkest color here and put that on my lower lid in the outer corner. I'm going to use that same brush. And I'm also going to run that in my crease. I'm not having any fallout. And now I'm going to switch to my Moda little detail brush. And I'm going to go into the lightest blue here and put that in my inner corner. I am having just a little bit of fallout with that blue. That doesn't concern me. I just get a big brush and brush it away. And I went back in with the outer color and the inner color and intensified it with my finger, which worked much better than the brush. I'm going to take this color here and I'm going to put that in the center using my finger. And it's a little hard to differentiate between that color and the color on the outer lid. And now I'm going to take that first brush I used, I cleaned it off on my color switch, and just use that to blend out any edges that I may have. It blends really nice. And then I'm going to take the detail brush that still has some product on it. I'm not going to add any product to it. And I'm just going to run that under my eye. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to take this Makeup Institute S202. It's just a little pencil detail brush. And pick up some of that tan color and put it under my brow for a little highlight. And a little bit in my inner corner. Just to see if I can't brighten that up a little bit. I almost want to take that and put it in the center of my lid, just to give it a little bit of a shimmer. And I'm going to do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. So here's what the eyes look like after both of them are done. So now we'll move on to the Dior Backstage Contour Palette. I have been wanting this for a very long time. It is so pretty. And I just have a thing when brands do the embossing on their palettes. It just does something for me. So we have two highlighters here at the bottom. We have a deep highlighter and a light highlighter. And then we have two contours. One is obviously a deep and one is a light contour. I'm going to take this Sigma F56. It's Accentuate highlighter brush, but I'm going to use it for a contour brush. It looks like the perfect contour brush to me. And I'm going to go into this light color. Hopefully I didn't go too ham. And put that contour right there. That's very pretty, soft contour. And I'm also going to put some here to try to give me a chin. The whole idea of doing the contour is you're putting shadows. You're pushing that area back. You see? That looks good. I like that. You can also, like I have just a little bit of a jowl here, which doesn't bother me, but you could also put some on that if you wanted to kind of push that back. So that's pretty. So I'm going to clean that same brush since it says it's a highlighter brush, and I'm going to go into the lightest highlight here and put that on my cheeks. And again, hope I didn't go too ham in there. Oh, that's really pretty. It's very soft, just a very soft glow. It's not glittery at all. Let's put a little on my nose. Very nice. And I probably should have put the blush on first, but again, this is called After Hours. It's a cream blush, and I'm not real good with cream blushes. Here's the packaging. You can see I've already stuck my finger in it. So I'm going to take this Moda complexion brush. I really love these Moda brushes. They're very inexpensive. It's dense, but it's still soft. Pick some of that up. And as you can see, I picked up way too much. Let's see if I can share the love on this side of my cheek. Ooh. See if we can get that to sheer out. It's still looking pretty intense, huh? My goodness. So I'm going to go back in with my bronzer brush and see if I can't move that around some. That's not too bad. It's still a little bit more intense than I like to wear my blush, and it looks patchy right there where I was stippling it on, but that could be user error because I'm not used to a cream blush. So on the other side, I mean, I know I put a little bit, but let's try a wet beauty blender and see how that does. See if I got too much that time. No. I think I can apply it better. With the beauty sponge. That is a pretty color. It does give you a nice flush to your cheeks. In my mirror, It doesn't look too bad on the monitor. It looks a little dark. But that would just be a matter of me getting used to how to apply it correctly. Put a little on my nose to give me a flush. That is a really pretty blush. So I thought I was recording. Apparently I was not. I took this highlighter brush and went into this lighter shade and highlighted under my eyes in my T-zone. And then I also went back into this lightest contour shade with this little brush and contoured my nose and under my lip. See? Because, you know, it's fancy makeup and I need to do fancy things with the fancy makeup, and I want y'all to know that not everybody knows exactly what it is that they're doing. You just have to pull out your makeup and pull out your brushes and play and see what happens, because it's just makeup. It'll wash off. If you feel like you look like a clown, just wash it off and try again, because I honestly feel like I look like a clown, but I am totally okay with that. And now I have the torture device that I never use because it just, I don't know, doesn't seem like it's really doing anything, but maybe it is. But I figure if I'm using fancy mascara, I need to do fancy things. So, and the other reason that I don't normally use this is because my skin is crepey and I normally will pinch it. And that hurts around your eyes, but we're going to try and see what happens. Maybe I won't. Oh, looky there, I did not pinch myself. How about that? Now I said that I'll end up pinching myself on this side. Nope, I didn't. Yay! I guess I'm becoming a fancy makeup artist. Alright, let's try this Gucci. The packaging is very pretty. It's very heavy. And I had gotten a little Gucci sample and loved it. I loved it. So I had to buy the real one. Hopefully the brush is the same. It is the same. I love this brush. For some reason this brush just works really well for me. So there's one coat. I'm going to finish putting this on because I know y'all don't want to sit there and watch me put the mascara on. But one thing to note, if you have been watching me for a while, you know that normally when I put my mascara on, I have to lift my eye or else I get mascara all over my eyes because my eyes are droopy. If you notice, I did not have to do that. That means that all of my pampering and special care that I have been giving to my skin is helping because my eyes are not as droopy as they used to be. So I'll put this on and I'll be right back. So here's what the mascara looks like after 2 coats. I really like that wand. It just makes a big difference for me when I'm putting my mascara on. So now I'm going to put on this Anastasia Dread lipstick. I'm going to use a ColourPop lip pencil. This is in the color Beeper. I have the hardest time getting my lips even. My lips are uneven, just like my eyebrows. This is my first time using a ColourPop lip pencil. That went on very smoothly. It's very creamy. And that's not exactly what the color looks like. This looks a little bit more mauve toned. I thought it was going to be more of a brown because this color is more of a brown. So that went on really easy. It's very creamy, very comfortable on the lips. I like it. So let me zoom y'all back out. This is the final look. What do y'all think? I liked everything I used. I really like the contour in the Dior Backstage. I like the blush. I just have to get used to using a cream blush. I'm not used to that. Love the mascara. Love the lip. I'm not sure about this palette. I think that this would be a really good companion palette to something else. Or maybe I shouldn't have gone so dark. Y'all tell me what you think. Do you think that this looks good on me? Or did I go too ham with it? What are your thoughts on it? It's a very nice formula. It blends really nice. I'm just not sure if this is the right color for me. Of course, I say that in almost all of my videos. But, you know, stepping outside of my comfort zone. So tell me what you think. So thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me to watch me play with some fancy makeup. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are. And we are all beautiful at any age. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye. Christopher, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? The torture device is waiting for you. We're going to curl your eyelashes. We're going to curl your beard. We're going to curl all kinds of things. Mama loves you, boo.